Want to level up your English skills effortlessly? You are in the right place. Welcome to a channel dedicated to expanding your vocabulary every single day, helping you speak with confidence in business, professional settings, and beyond. 'Cause English is not just a language, it is a key to global success. Let's learn together. 1. The meaning of the sluggish. Sluggish is an adjective that means slow-moving, lacking energy, or not functioning efficiently. It is often used to describe people, systems, or processes that are unusually slow or inactive. Detailed examples. A physical energy. I felt sluggish after staying up all night. The body is tired and moving slowly due to lack of rest. A technology/performance. My laptop has been sluggish since the update. The computer is responding slowly or lagging. Economy/business. The market remains sluggish despite efforts to boost spending. Economic activity is slow or stagnant. A weather/environment. The heat made everyone feel sluggish and drained. High temperatures caused low energy and slow movement. A mental state. He was mentally sluggish during the meeting and couldn't focus. His thinking was slow or foggy, possibly due to fatigue or stress. Synonyms. Lethargic, slow, inactive, dull, and listless. Antonyms. Energetic, lively, brisk, alert, and fast. 2. The meaning of the word scorching. Scorching is an adjective that means extremely hot, intense, or burning. Can describe temperature, speed, intensity, or even emotions like anger or criticism. Detailed examples. Weather/temperature. We walked for hours under the scorching sun. The heat was intense and uncomfortable. Speed/performance. He made a scorching run down the field and scored. His movement was fast and powerful. Emotion/anger. She gave him a scorching look after the insult. Her expression was filled with intense anger or disapproval. Criticism/review. The article delivered a scorching critique of the company's ethics. The criticism was harsh and biting. Cooking/heat source. Be careful, the pan is scorching hot. The pan is dangerously hot to touch. Synonyms. Blazing, searing, burning, intense, and fiery. Antonyms. Cool, mild, gentle, and calm. 3. Meaning of the word exquisite. Exquisite is an adjective that means gorgeous, delicate, or refined. Can also describe something that intensely felt or exceptionally well crafted, whether it is art, emotion, taste, or experience. Detailed examples. Beauty/design. The bride wore an exquisite lace gown that shimmered in the sunlight. The gown was stunningly detailed and elegant. Taste/flavor. The chef prepared an exquisite dish with layers of flavor. The food was exceptionally delicious and refined. Emotion/sensitivity. He felt an exquisite pain when he read her final letter. The emotion was deeply intense and piercing. Craftsmanship/art. The sculpture was an exquisite example of Renaissance artistry. The work was masterfully crafted and visually impressive. Experience/atmosphere. They enjoyed an exquisite evening under the stars. The moment was beautifully serene and memorable. Synonyms. Elegant, refined, delicate, superb, and breathtaking. Antonyms. Crude, ordinary, rough, and unrefined. For meaning of the word profusely, is an adverb that means in large amounts, abundantly, or excessively. It is used to describe something occurring or being given in overwhelming quantities, often with intensity or emotion. Detailed examples. Apologizing or thanking. She thanked the audience profusely for their support. She expressed deep and sincere gratitude repeatedly. Bleeding or sweating. He was sweating profusely after running in the heat. He was drenched in sweat, not merely perspiring lightly. Crying or expressing emotion. The child cried profusely when her toy broke. The child cried intensely and without pause. Decorating or giving. The hall was profusely decorated with flowers and lights. The decorations were abundant and extravagant. Apologizing. He apologized profusely for missing the meeting. He was deeply sorry and expressed his regret repeatedly. Synonyms: abundantly, excessively, lavishly, generously, and overwhelmingly. Antonyms: sparingly, mildly, scarcely, and minimally. 5. Meaning of the word unratified. Unratified is an adjective that means not formally approved, confirmed, or made official, especially by a governing body, authority, or legal process. It is often used in legal, political, or organizational contexts. Detailed examples: legal/political agreements. The treaty remained unratified due to opposition in Parliament. The treaty was signed but never officially approved. Organizational decisions. The board's proposal is still unratified, so it hasn't taken effect. The plan exists but lacks formal approval. Constitutional amendments. Several amendments were proposed but left unratified by the states. They were suggested but never officially adopted. International relations. The climate accord was signed by many nations, but some left it unratified. Those countries didn't legally commit to it. Synonyms: unapproved, unsigned, pending, unofficial, and not confirmed. Antonyms: ratified, approved, confirmed, validated, and enacted. 6. Meaning of the word engulfing. Engulfing is the present participle of the verb engulf, which means to completely surround, cover, or swallow something, often in a powerful or overwhelming way. It is used both literally and figuratively to describe situations where something consumed or overtaken. Detailed examples: the literal, nature/disaster. The tsunami came crashing in, engulfing the coastal village. The water completely covered and overwhelmed the area. Figurative, emotion. She was engulfed by a wave of grief after hearing the news. The emotion was intense and all-consuming. Figurative, conflict or chaos. The country was engulfing in political turmoil. The situation overtaken by disorder or unrest. A visual/atmospheric. Thick fog was engulfing the highway, making it hard to see. The fog surrounded everything, reducing visibility. A fire or destruction. Flames were engulfing the building as firefighters arrived. The fire was spreading rapidly, covering the structure. Synonyms: overwhelming, consuming, surrounding, swallowing, and enclosing. Antonyms: releasing, uncovering, exposing, and freeing. 7. Meaning of the word drain off your grievances. This phrase is figurative and combines two ideas. Drain off means to release, remove, or let something flow away gradually, like liquid from a container. Grievances are complaints, resentments, or emotional burdens caused by unfair treatment or unresolved issues. So, drain off your grievances means to let go of your complaints, emotional pain, or frustrations gradually and intentionally so they no longer weigh you down. It is often used in motivational, emotional, or therapeutic contexts to encourage healing, forgiveness, or emotional release. Detailed examples: personal growth. Before you move forward, take time to drain off your grievances and clear your heart. Let go of emotional baggage to make room for growth. Conflict resolution. The team meeting helped everyone drain off their grievances and rebuild trust. People expressed their frustrations and began to heal. Mental health. Journaling is a great way to drain off your grievances without confrontation. Writing helps release bottled-up emotions. Spiritual or motivational context. You can't rise while clinging to resentment. Drain off your grievances and reclaim your peace. Encouragement to release negativity and embrace inner calm. Synonyms for the whole phrase: let go of resentment, release emotional baggage, vent your frustrations, and purge negativity. 8. Meaning of the word lash out. Lash out is a phrasal verb that means to suddenly express anger or aggression, often by yelling, criticizing, or even hitting. It's usually a reaction to frustration, stress, or feeling threatened. It can also mean to spend money recklessly, though this usage is less common. Detailed examples: emotional or verbal reaction. He lashed out at his friend after being accused unfairly. He reacted angrily, possibly shouting or blaming. She lashed out during the meeting, criticizing everyone's ideas. She expressed her frustration harshly and suddenly. Physical aggression. The child lashed out and kicked the chair when he didn't get his way. A physical outburst driven by emotion. Financial usage, less common. After getting paid, he lashed out on a new phone and designer clothes. He spent money impulsively and extravagantly. Synonyms: snap, explode, erupt, strike out, and blow up emotionally. Splurge, overspend, financial context. Antonyms: stay calm, hold back, restrain, and save money. 9 Meaning of payoff. Payoff is a phrasal verb with 2 main uses. To repay a debt completely. To settle what you owe financially or otherwise. She worked hard to pay off her student loans. She finished repaying the full amount. They paid off their mortgage after 20 years. The house is now fully owned, no more payments. To result in success or reward. To produce a good outcome after effort or risk. His dedication finally paid off when he got promoted. His hard work led to a positive result. All those late nights studying really paid off. The effort led to success, like passing an exam. Bonus usage, bribery, or manipulation. Sometimes, payoff can mean to give money to influence someone's actions, often negative or unethical. He tried to pay off the official to ignore the violation. He offered a bribe. Synonyms: debt settle, clear, and repay. Success reward, succeed, and bear fruit. Bribery buy off and corrupt. 10 Meaning of the word grind down. Grind down is a phrasal verb that means 1. Literally, to wear something away gradually by friction or pressure. 2. Figuratively, to exhaust, weaken, or demoralize someone over time, often through stress, repetition, or hardship. Detailed examples. Literal usage. The constant use of the machine has ground down the metal gears. The gears physically worn out by repeated friction. Over time, the wind and sand ground down the surface of the rock. Natural forces slowly eroded the rock. Figurative usage. Years of criticism ground down her confidence. Repeated negativity slowly destroyed her self-esteem. The long hours and constant pressure began to grind him down. He was becoming mentally and physically exhausted. The bureaucracy grinds people down with endless paperwork. The system wears people out emotionally and mentally. Synonyms: illiteral, erode, wear away, and abrade. Figurative, exhaust, demoralize, wear out, and break down. Antonyms: strengthen, uplift, energize, and build up. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the topic. We are always grateful for your support and will continue sharing helpful English vocabulary content to assist you in improving both your writing and speaking skills in the future.